Some people pretend to be understanding to stop you doing things which really it would have been better if they hadn't messed about with, meddled with. Yeah, I mean, yeah, life can be cruel at times, but some people are they're just ridiculous. I mean, yeah, I mean, I can understand someone being bitter against the Germans because the son was killed in World War II, but some people just go too far. They're ridiculous. I mean, Nana never blamed the German public. She realised it was the Nazis' fault. And the German public had no idea what the Nazis were doing behind closed doors. And when they found out, they absolutely loathed them for it. They do not like them. You don't mention Hitler in Germany now, or Adolf. But some people, they just oh, we're brilliant. And they're all mouth. We're great. And when you find out what they're actually covering up and how useless they are, it makes you very bitter. But some would say sometimes people like that can get into power when they shouldn't. I don't know. I mean, who was in charge of the English soldiers in World War One? Is it actually true though? Because the person who wrote those jokes, from my point of view, was mentally ill, and whether it should have actually been aired, I don't know. You know, some people will say things to ingratiate themselves with you, and they're really in most cases they're creeps and crawlers, and they're not worth knowing. Yeah, I mean, I probably could have driven racing cars. I've driven one. I've proved I could do it. But whether it's too late now, I don't know. But whether I'd want to at my age, I don't know. But sometimes I get annoyed and upset. That's understandable because, I mean, I could have made a lot of money, couldn't I? And now, I mean, I would have gladly, you know, bought a stately home, if that's the actual term. Now I'm in a flipping one-bedroom council house. How would you feel? Yeah, I mean, Nana could understand all the things these people do, and she could have done it, but she wouldn't have, because she was just bigger than that. There's some people in that, they're not worth knowing. And that some of these things they understand, well, Nana would have understood that when she was 4 or 5 years old. It takes them a lifetime to understand. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I would have done what was expected of me, but some people they just go too far. And actually, yeah, I mean, would I have actually needed to get an injunction about a rumour that nobody knows the truth about, when I had friends in very high places who would have just overridden it or made the newspaper look stupid? I probably wouldn't have had to get an injunction. They wouldn't have dared say it, would they? Or they would have been in very hot water if they had. And well, there are other things like that. It wouldn't have happened. It's people bluffing, because actually they wouldn't have been allowed to do it. But and of course, there's people saying that due to my background, I shouldn't have been a racing driver and stuff like that. That's a load of nonsense as well. There's so much nonsense, and I mean, really, to be jealous of somebody like me and the background I come from, it's pathetic. Yeah, I mean, Nana, what would I say? Borderline middle class, working class. Dad's family, well, it wasn't their fault anyway, if it's actually true. And I don't know. Well, I wasn't around in 1927, so I wouldn't know, would I? But possibly I was lacking in confidence. Possibly I was over-bullied. And who was actually responsible for that? Some people say, oh, it was them and them and them, when it was actually them who'd done it. The person saying it was them and them. They do that. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I was basically, I knew all this, but it was bullied out of me. You know, I was shut up, don't say that, or I'll sit on you and stuff like that. A lot of people couldn't have taken that, and they're jealous. It's pathetic. There's no need for it. But whether it's actually true, all the stuff that goes on that I can't take or couldn't take, well, that's actually true. I don't know. But it's pathetic. There's no need for it. And some people, they are just pathetic.